welcome back. This should be episode 28. If I'm wrong in that, I apologize. I've probably corrected it in the title of the video. We are on our way to Mount Knot City. I've taken a couple of detours. I decided to go down this the face of the mountain here, and I've started carrying everything where I had it on a carrier. I've decided to carry everything on my back before I had a floating carrier. I am trying to find a decent route down the face of this mountain. I made a couple of errors that I've made in the past, and I apparently haven't learned from it. I did not bring any anchors, which would be extremely helpful in many situations that I'm being faced with to get to my destination. So I have been a decent mountain climber, just not a decent mountain climbing prepper. So I have not prepared myself to do well in climbing around. I'm hoping for some decent, like this right here seems to taper down a little bit, but if I get to a point where I need an anchor, I didn't bring any with me. So I'm hoping that, okay, this seems to be okay. I might be able to get down here without needing an anchor and get to my final destination, which should be around here. So I might be okay. I just did not bring any anchors, which would have helped me in some areas. Luckily, I had a ladder, so I was able to get down from where I was. Hopefully, I can continue to make this this trek on foot without any more issues with not having prepared well. All right, so let's see what my destination is. Distance, I'm going to be incline a little bit. Doesn't look too bad. I am currently 1,000 meters distance. I am currently at let's see, I'm at 119 meters. I don't know, I'll have to figure out how to read that because it is extremely useful information. I just need to figure out how to read it. See how it's got like, I guess I'm currently at 297 meters in height. And I'm going to eventually get up to 383. That, I guess, is a difference of an incline of 124 meters between the two. I mean, do the math real quick, and then down 58. So I'm going to go up 124 and then down 58. So it is somewhat useful to kind of know. There's plenty of data to use. I haven't used it properly, but you do have it available to you. So it looks like I'm going to go over here to the right and climb through the middle there. I do have to watch out for my stamina gauge. There might be a better spot over here to cross. But it is the speed of this river right here. Yep, definitely some red in there. And just because of the speed of it, it's going to drain my stamina pretty quickly. Let's do another scan here real quick. So if I move in here, you can see how the stamina bar is moving extremely fast. So I don't want to go across there. Now let me get back over here. So I would definitely want to use a ladder here, but I've only got one left. So do I want to use it here? Hopefully that's a good choice for me, because I don't see any other ladders around. And I think maybe, here, I'm going to do this. So if I open up my cargo and I put most of the stuff, the antimatter bomb, pretty much all of this stuff. Oh, I brought my speed skeleton, not the floating carrier. First I need to offload the floating carrier so I have something to offload everything else onto. So offload the carrier, and now I'm going to pick up all this other stuff. So the bomb, the assault rifle should stay connected to me, stun bomb, pneumatic grenades, that, the PCC, the ladder, which I've only got one more of, and then I'm going to attach all of this stuff to the carrier. Now I'm going to take the assault rifle and make sure it's attached to my tool rack, because that should not fall off. If I fall in the water. If I fall into the water and I get dragged, this floating carrier will hold on to all my stuff. At least it did last time I did that in the previous video, episode 27, near the very beginning of the episode, or maybe mid-episode. But I'm going to try to traverse across this. If I get caught, I should be able to quickly float over to the other side without having to... Alright, let's go. So I am getting snagged. This rock should hold me, give me an opportunity. Now see, the carrier saved everything from falling off my back. So I saved a ladder, which I may have to use later, very soon. But we'll see. My destination should be right up here in front of me. I've climbed up a distance here, so I'm climbing up and I'm seeing that, trying to see if that so the 329, you can see how all of that data is changing. Got to stay clicked onto it. So you can kind of see how it changes. Alright, coming up on some rain. So I'm going to go up into the right here and then probably go down into the left, or we can cut over here to the left. Let's cut over here to the right. Let's pick up these chemicals. I could do that, no problem. Alright, I might be coming into some rain that will bring on some BTs. Alright, it looks like I'm going to be doing okay. The incline is there, but it doesn't look like anything I cannot surmount. Make sure my carrier doesn't get snagged up on anything again like it did before. Alright, looks like that is my destination right there. Let's check. It's going to be over here to the left. Alright, so I've got some terrain that looks like I can still traverse it without too much of an issue. I almost feel like this should be... Well, it's starting to snow. Is this my first snow? I mean, I've seen snow, but I haven't been in snow. Alright, let's pick up some these that looked like chiral crystals. Alright, so here we go with music. Now, I've done this before in my other videos, especially when I'm recording this, because I don't want to get copyright claimed. I don't monetize my videos, so I'm not too concerned about when I do. And so far, when I have had the video or the music playing, if I have my own voiceover of the music, the algorithms I don't think pick up on the music. So I haven't been copyright claimed on some of my other videos that I have talked over the music. I'm not sure how much of the music I'm allowed to play. I mean, that's probably in data that's available to me, and I can research that stuff. I just haven't gotten around to it. And if I put a little bit more effort into knowing that, algorithm, I would probably be more comfortable with not talking over the audio and maybe allowing viewers to hear the audio. But the music definitely gives the player this sort of feeling of like grandness, and it is a lonely game. The story creates that loneliness for Sam, but the players have a way of being connected by all the other online elements. Should I use my last ladder here? Because that's the destination I need to go to. I don't think I need to use it, but let's not use it. Just go around here to the other side. Might be able to go down over here. If not, then I'll add a ladder. Nah, let's just... What should I do? Maybe I go over here to this area. I'm trying to see. I have a ladder, and I'm trying my hardest to see if I can find a way where I don't need to use the ladder. Ladder would definitely be the faster way, but if I can find a way to avoid using it, which I think I found one right over here. But yeah, great music by Low Roar, great music by all the artists that have supplied Churches. I'm a big fan of Churches. ever since one of the video game award shows I think Jeff Keighley had going on, and they came on with one of their songs, and I was hooked on Churches. Love their music. Oh, thank you for delivering that TIFO 500. I had to drop a lot of that off and leave it because some terrorists had taken me out, and I wanted to get out of there before I died again. So thank you for delivering that. See, that's the connection that you have right there. Even though you feel a little lonely sometimes because you're not like walking right next to another player or helping each other out, and that could definitely be a sequel or a different type of Stranding game or traversal type of game. To where you have that capability, or Death Stranding 2, or they call it something else. Now, whenever I get close to one of these distribution centers, the music just cuts out. It cuts somewhat abruptly. For me, it cuts abruptly. But it means I can stop talking as much as I guess, and not having to keep the copyright claim YouTube algorithm from kicking in.
How you doing, Sam?
You know, now that I look at these, whales, don't they? I don't know. Sorry, I'm going to divert here a little bit. Right, when I step back from these, you know, I know that's probably not what they're going for, but it feels to me like these distribution centers are large whales, and they're kind of breaching the surface of the water, and like that could be their teeth, I guess you could call it. So it's sort of the barriers that keep vehicles. I've never had them stop me from getting in, but I guess if you're a straight-on shot, but you could definitely take almost every vehicle there from the left or right, and there's nothing stopping you there. But it looks like a whale breaching the surface and then coming up to feed. That's what I see from those, the shape of it anyway. And there are some whales like littered throughout the scenery when you see cutscenes, or if you saw episode, I think it was episode 25. Yeah, episode 25, the veteran, where a lot of those dead beached whales. And anytime you see like a beach scene, sometimes in the cut scenes or the trailers, there's beached whales. And this just feels like a whale mouth there when you approach these distribution centers. Ramble a little bit there. Alright, so let's deliver this requested cargo and bring Mountain Knot City into the chiral network. Onto the chiral network.
Delivery complete. Displaying performance evaluation.
Delivered an antimatter bomb. What are you going to do with this antimatter bomb? Still got an S ranking. Because we have to, music is now available. 442, not a full star, but definitely filled up 4 points to the star, working on the 5th. Alrighty. +1 on cargo condition. Delivery time, I haven't gotten a lot of, so definitely increasing on bridge links, cargo condition, and miscellaneous stuff. Delivery volume, delivery time obviously is the lowest. Everything else is in the 30s.
The hell do you think you're doing, Bridges? That network you're building is carrying some nasty stuff. Stuff nobody would want anywhere near them. I thought you people would figure that out by now. We want no part of your chiral network or the UCA.
That voice. Is that you, Mama? You hit your head there, Mama?
I'm not yours, and yours is no kind of mother.
All right. Enough games, Mama.
I don't think you heard me, mister. Mountain Knot City is telling you and the UCA to take a hike. You people keep doing what you're doing, and you're gonna put us right back on the road to the Death Stranding. We didn't ask for you to come and tell us how to live our lives. We'll decide that for ourselves, thank you very much. All we want from you is occasional delivery. Nothing else.
So you speak for the city.
That's right. I'm in charge. The name's Lochner.
Lochner? Hold up, I need to talk to you. You're a technician, right?
Look, go home and don't come back.
Listen to me, damn it. I need your help.
Well, we don't need yours, Bridges. You're only making things worse.
Guess I'll have to do a couple things to bring her into the fold.
Sorry you had to deal with that, Sam. She's the boss over there, and she's not afraid to lay down the law. We need her, and we need her people. We've lost too many others as it is. Without Mountain Knot City, the Chiral Network and the UCA will never be complete.
What now?
So, here's the thing. Sam, Lochner is Mama's twin sister. Former Bridges 1.
Dun dun!
Went west with the others. Second group, just like Mama. Mama's not her real name, of course. That'd be Malingen. Both have dooms and both are scientific geniuses. Mama's primary field of expertise is applied physics. Lochner's is theoretical. Mama designed the Cupid hardware. Lochner, the software. They said they could converse over any distance. Said they had a special bond that led them. I don't know how that's possible, but I'll tell you this. There wouldn't be a chiral network without them. They were so close that some said they were like one person in two bodies. Might be why they were able to develop the Cupid. But they had a falling out after Malingen's accident. Lochner left Bridges and cut off all contact with us. I don't know what happened between them. But if we don't bring Lochner around, our plans to make America whole again are finished. Not that I'm asking you to stick your nose in their personal business. Though if you did, it might help us figure out how to bring Lochner around. Which would be great, because our plans to make America whole again are finished without her. In the meantime, if you've got any bright ideas, feel free to give them a shot.
Find a way to change Lochner's mind. Huh. Alright, let's see if there's any orders here available that I could do. You know, bring them up a little bit. Let's, no orders available. They're not letting me bring them into the chiral network. I did get a mail from someone about talking to Mama. Maybe I need to go back and talk to Mama. I probably should have set up a network of what am I thinking? Zip lines to make this trek much easier. Alright, would you speak to Mama for me? Mountain Knot City, Aaron Hill. See, there's a bunch of stuff like here that I haven't read yet, and it's like gonna be like reading a book, and like I've gone through all this stuff, and everything's gonna connect, and there's just so much more to the game available to me, and I love that about this game. All right, good news, Sam. That antimatter bomb should stop the tar from spreading. Thanks for that. You really saved our bacon. I wasn't able to connect the Cupid though. Lochner stepped in to stop me. She might not be in Bridges anymore. But she still calls the shots around here. Wasn't much I could do after that. It's not like I could ignore her. You know, she's changed a lot ever since Mama got caught up in all that terrorism stuff. Stands to reason, of course, what with their relationship. I like how it's giving a lot of the social media, texting kind of things. Still, even if it's not my place, I've got to ask, could you go and talk to Mama about it? I've got a feeling they could patch things up if they just started speaking to each other again. If you decide to go, check your private locker. I left you some extra supplies. Should you get to Mama's lab safe and sound. Should help you get to Mama's lab safe and sound. Thanks again. Alright, so let's go back and talk to Mama. And in my private locker, he said there should be something there. Let's see what's in my private locker. Alright, bola gun, bridges, climbing anchor, ladder. Alright, so let's take it all with me. So Bridges boots level 3. Nice. Alright, so let's... Can I load it all onto the carrier? Alright, so I have a PCC level 2. I do want to... Oh, I can't fabricate anything here either. Alright, so he put some stuff in my private locker to help me out. Thank you for the ladders. I don't remember if I got a climb anchor. I only have one PCC though.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Alright, I can't rest here. I can't fabricate anything here. I do want to put a zip line up here though. Oh wow. These floating rocks. This is the tar. Okay, so the tar is starting to spread. Alright, which direction do I need to go? I think I have to go that way if I wanted to get back to... let's see what I've got here. Yeah, that's a steep trek. A zip line would have been great there. Let's see if I guess I could cut around this way and stay along the... There's that heart-shaped... there's a whole building right here. Which direction do I want to go? That's a long way to go around, and if I could establish a zip line system here, that would make this trek so much faster. But that's going to be a long trek, but I've got to figure it out at some point. But I don't have enough to really fully establish my my network there. But so I have to go straight that way. Alright, I mean there are some low points here. Maybe I could get through. I don't know, let's what can I do here? This one seems to be more wide open through here. Like through that way? Would that be the way to go? Maybe that might be the way right there. Ooh, that might be it. So I could come back over here. Is that doable? Come through this way, come back up that way. Alright, let's do this. Let's go here. First, let's get rid of all my markers. Alright, let's go here, up this way. This is the point I need to get to. And then just cut through here, cut through here, and then through here. See what I've got here. Back this way. And then I should be able to go straight through this whole thing here. I mean, that should work, right? Wish I could rotate the map. I don't think you can. Alright, let's see what that is going to be like. Alright, first I need to get to that first point there. Alright, let's see if I can make this work. Alright, we're at 24 minutes for this episode. Can I do it in under 30 minutes? I'm pretty sure I can, but this is exciting. I'm thoroughly excited about making this trek. I do have a PCC with me, so I'll try to set up a zipline network. But I'm only going to be able to put one down, so I only have one PCC. Lost cargo, special fuel. Sure, we'll pick that up for you. Alright, my boots are good. The battery looks good.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
I've got ladders. I think he gave me, let me check real quick. Did he give me some anchors? Yes, I did get climbing anchors. Alright. Alright. Here we go. Sure, I'll pick up this stuff. That needs to go to the weather station? Wow. Alright, let's move over this way. See, the second, like, in-game for me, even if there's not a set in-game, just going around and picking up a bunch of stuff and delivering it, for me, that's going to be entertaining. And, you know, after I have all my gear and all the things to make these deliveries easier, did my suit just change color? My suit just changed color. I did not know it did that. Because before it was blue and it just changed to white. And I don't think that's because it picked up... it didn't pick up snow, like literally changed color. I feel a song coming on. It's gonna get me through this. It always does when it plays. Alright. Nobody wants to hear that nonsense. Oh, there's a large structure up there. Oh, these are old ruins or something? What the heck is this? These don't look man-made. So this, I think I should be down there. And I'm not sure why I came through this way. Maybe I don't want to go that way. Maybe I want to go back around that way. Climbing anchor, you think? I think climbing anchor. I think that right there is just... Ah, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Yeah. No fear. I think what Sam needs is some snowshoes. We're going to be coming up on some BTs. Timefall snow. Timefall snow will drastically accelerate the passage of time for anything it touches. Just like ordinary timefall, cargo containers will deteriorate if they come into contact with timefall snow. Oh, really? Alright, let's pick up some of this. I don't have any cargo repair spray. At least I don't think I do. It's gonna be a long trek.
There we go.
Other pieces of gear that I'm looking forward to that maybe if I did some side missions I could get. That's another thing with side missions is even though I'm trying myself to focus on the primary, you know, the critical path stories because they give me specific types of gear. If I do the side missions or the standard orders, that will only increase. I definitely need some special alloys to fabricate all sorts of different things. If you do some of the side missions, you'll actually get a higher standing with the person that wants the stuff. So, like, let's say the engineer or the let's just say the engineer. So if you increase your standing with the engineer by doing some of the side missions, you'll actually get different types of equipment. So I could probably be losing out on some of the, you know, the timefall wraps that keep my cargo out of the timefall. That's a big thing of chiral crystal right there.
That's a big one.
Yeah, he even said so. Alright, let's see if I can pick up the pace. gonna be a long trek. I don't know if those are mules or up here to my right I see a caravan of either porters or mules. If they're mules, I'm in trouble. If they're not, then I'll just wave and say hi. Don't really think I have the greatest of gear here. I have stuff for BTs, but that's about it. Alright, they just look like regular porters. Alright, so I'm not in snow anymore.
I'm Sam!
They're gonna wave to me? Yeah, they are. That's cool. Alright, so I'm up to the right there. It's cool to see some other porters around. Even though they're not real players, but plenty of chiral crystals to pick up. I might be coming back into some snow. Just want to pick up these chiral crystals. I was getting low on them in my overall inventory. Yeah, some snowshoes would be a great addition.
There we go.
My trail doesn't stay visible for long. Alright, battery's still looking good, boots are still looking good. A lot of areas to sit here and mountain climb and traverse. There's so much traversal I'm looking forward to, just to mess around, like to go up there to the highest peak. I know I'm focusing on the critical path deliveries. I want to go off the beaten path a little bit more. Just trying to truck through so I can get better gear. So when I go and do these side missions, or when I go off and explore, I have. So a lot of the cargo is being ruined here. I don't think he gave me any repair spray. Let's see here. Chemicals, PCC special alloys, bridge, stun, ladder, hematic, climbing anchor boots. Yeah. He gave me some level 3 boots. Let's go back and look at those. I'm wearing level 2 boots. But what are the level 2 boots right here? An improvised version of the Bridges boots level 1, both durability and impact resistance. This is the level 2 that I'm reading. Resistance have been enhanced, reducing the damage caused by both the wearer and their cargo by bumpy landings. So I do have bridge boots level 3. An improved version of the Bridges boots level 2 durability has been further enhanced, and the boots also boost excellent impact resistance, reducing the damage caused by both the wearer and the cargo by any bumpy landings. Spikes have been added to improve grip on slippery surfaces. Bridges high command expect these to survive even the most difficult deliveries. So why don't I actually just wear these? Makes sense. Alright. Definitely seems to be the right route. Take a quick rest here.
Okay. rest for the wicked.
Alright, containers are being damaged, destroyed. Contents inside should still be good to go. Cargo container ruined. Alright, so it's just the cargo container. My route still looks good. I'm down in a valley.
Okay.
Should be coming up on the other side of the mountain. Let's take a quick look at the map. Yep, so I'm about at the midway point, and I need to get back down here to South Knot City, or to Mama's lab. Bam, bam, bam. You know, this right here would be a great place to have a zip line. From this point right here across to here, if that's possible to set that type up, or from here down to here and then from here over. What a great setup that would be. Maybe that's where I'll go and set that up. I'm at 36 minutes for this episode. We'll try to get to Mama's lab within the next 14 minutes. If I'm unable to, then we'll just push it into another episode. You can watch them at your leisure. Looks like there's a cave over here to my left, or it's just a sort of an inlet to the mountain face, the rock face. Yeah, let's go check it out. I don't think it's going to be anything. Just looks like maybe a place out of the snow. You can maybe set up a PCC here and have there be a station here that I can rest at. Doesn't seem to be anything in there though. Ooh, definitely want those special alloys. Alright, it should be downhill from here. Which would make having a zip line here. I feel like zip lines, I mean, yeah, it would be nice to have one here. Should I? Let's go ahead and place one here. Don't. Yep, there's my PCC. Oh, no chiral net. Oh, I have to be in the chiral network in order for it to. Oh, so which means I would have to bring them into the fold. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Have to get them into the chiral network. We'll kind of zoom out here. Yeah, so all these areas are in the chiral network. I need to get. There's got to be a station somewhere in here that gets me into the chiral network. So I'm almost out of here. Yeah, so I wouldn't be able to even add a zip line. Why does the... Oh, there's a ton of stuff on there. That's why. That's why it's kind of the map itself is getting a little laggy because of all the stuff on screen. Alright, let's keep pushing forward. I can't lay down the 3D printed stuff because I'm not inside the chiral network. Alright, downhill. This is definitely snowboard worthy, I think. Like, this is going to be a long trek back up. I'm surprised he doesn't just cover his face for warmth. He put his hoodie on. I know the hoodie comes up because of timefall, but man, he just needs it to stay warm.
There we go.
Alright, we're getting down to the bottom, the other side of this mountain face. Yeah, this mountain is once in a long, long while by low roar. Now, I had this in my previous episode, I believe, or was it this episode? Who knows? I don't know where I'm at sometimes with these episodes, but I'm trying to make sure that I don't get copyright claimed. Again, if you've already heard this before, I don't monetize my videos, so if they get copyright claimed, they're still there. As long as the video doesn't get blocked, I'm not too concerned about it. But if I ever did monetize my video, if I got to a point where I was offering a service that people can't get anywhere else, I mean, you can watch how to play videos anywhere else for free. Why would I charge anybody for it? If I got to a point where I thought people would want to, I don't want to go down that face. If people got to the point where they felt that they would want to support me in some way, I might get to that point, but I'm trying to get a better understanding. Wow, what a great view. If I ever got to a point where people would want to support me monetarily, I'd want to be able to come back to some of these videos and start monetizing them. But if they have copyright claims on them, I can't. So that's why I try to talk over some of this music as it plays. And I think that's the way that YouTube ignores or the algorithm ignores it when music actually gets to playing. So it's definitely another experience, because I've pretty much shared my my run through this game, my walkthrough of Death Stranding, and I'm gonna, record, broadcast the entire game with the audience. I'm sort of sharing that experience with you guys that come by and watch these videos. But there's going to be a point where I replay Death Stranding just, with all the audio that, it's primarily for these moments, this music that I can't just let play and I can't listen to, and just kind of sit back and let the music kind of wash over me, and I get the full feeling of how the music puts you or the player in the mindset or the mood that they're going for. And I'm in no way regretting recording these, but the one thing that I can't do is I can't just kind of listen to the music. A couple of times I have, and I've gotten copyright claims, so that's why I sit here and kind of talk over the music to prevent that from happening. One of these days, maybe I'll get to the point where I'm creating content that people watch on a regular basis, and maybe they come by and check out what it is that I'm doing. I did another video series where I played through the entire game and recorded all of it, and that was for the game by Remedy Studios, Control. Had a great time with that. There was some DLC that was announced, and I've got that ready to go whenever it releases. If it has already released, then I'll start playing that. Right now I'm heavy into Death Stranding. So there is an entire other amount of game, even replaying this game, that will bring me into sort of a different perspective on how things are when I'm not running a commentary the entire time, and I'm just sort of with myself and the game and the music, and spending endless time just walking through. And I might change my mind even then. Like, oh, I'm just going to record everything no matter what it is I'm doing with Death Stranding. Bring everybody along with me. Alright. So I'm back down here. I just came down from there, and I'm now on the other side. I'm in a large timefall area. Alright, so I'm coming up in an area with a bunch of BTs. I haven't had BT encounters for a while. Alright, let's check and see where we can go here. Alright, I've got a shelter over here that I can get to, and it is in the chiral network. There is some stuff that could go over to the weather station. Me getting to Mama might be another episode. Let's go ahead and deliver to the weather station and then get to my safe house here, and we'll call that an episode. I do believe I saw some stuff over here to my right that could go to the weather station, so let's go ahead and pick that up and we can deliver that. Alright, so let's move towards the weather station, which is over there. We should be able to traverse this. Any red? There is some red. Let's go ahead and use one of the ladders that I've got here with me. And that's going to be in my cargo, which I'm going to have to switch out from my floating carrier. So let's take this ladder and let's put it on the tool rack. And thank you very much. Jump out of there. Take that ladder here and put it across here. Bam. And let's go ahead and cross it over. Oh, and that pretty much got me out of the BT area. Alright, let's pick up some chiral crystals while we're walking. Don't want to leave that stuff behind. Alright, the lost cargo disc-based media, weather station. See, this is another part of the game that I've decided to kind of put on the back burner. Just picking up all the gear that people leave behind and delivering it. So that completely goes against what IGN, BBC Click, and some of the dismissive reviewers have said. It's like, oh, you just pick it up from one holographic person and take it to another holographic person. But they didn't say anything about picking things up, and they didn't focus on that. They just sort of dumbed down the entire game to its base elements and called it all it ever is. Oh, there's a motorcycle over here that I think I'll partake in. But yeah, I'm picking up all these cargo that have dropped off by real players, and I might stop by the distribution center. Let's pick that up as well. Heck yeah, Al to Benice.
Today's a good day.
Thank you very much. Oh, can I not use? Oh, I can't use the vehicle when I have the this carrier. So let's go ahead and jump over here to the cargo. We're going to take all the stuff that is on the carrier, and we will put it on my back. Hopefully that doesn't put me over. Let's put that on my back. Do I want to offload it? Okay, so let's offload. And let's... I might not be able to take the motorcycle. Alright, let's put it all back on the carrier. So let's go back over here. Let's see where the carrier is at. Let's back out, yeah. Don't wanna do that. Let's go back and right back to where we were at. Okay, sorry. I will not use the bike. I'm gonna carry everything with me. I think I have too much stuff to be able to even carry on the bike. So let's make our way across here. Alright, we're at 50 minutes for this episode, so we'll get up here to make sure I'm not going to get in any trouble here. No. Oh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I'm in a glitched area here. Let's make sure we pick all this stuff up. Alright. Sorry about that. Alright, I did get all my cargo back. Alright, I did not think I was going to get in trouble with less than like 3 feet to walk over. Alright, so I'm going to take this to the distribution center whenever I get done here. Alright, so we're going to walk up here to the weather station and we'll call that an episode. I prolonged that a little bit trying to get that motorcycle. The motorcycle was a no-go, offloading everything. I don't think I would have been able to carry it all. We'll just push up into the weather center, deliver this stuff, and we'll call that an episode. A nice trek across this mountain range, over through a bunch of snow. We brought Mountain Knot City into the chiral network, and we're going to try to get over to Mama in this episode, but it is a long trek. I could, I guess I could get into the fast travel at that point, but I mean this game is about traversal, and I enjoy the traversal. If I just fast traveled all the time, I wouldn't learn as much as I do, and I wouldn't be able to use that as part of what makes the game so compelling and worth your time. Because if you're fast traveling everywhere, you're just taking out, you know, the stuff that makes the game so meaty. If you just want to eat the bread of a hamburger and not eat the meat or the salad or all that other stuff, I guess it's okay, but you can't call a hamburger poor if you take all the stuff out of the center of it. That's probably a horrible example. Oh yes, take your breath, catch your breath. Alright, this is the end of this episode. Go ahead and deliver this stuff and increase my standing with... Alright, so this is deliver lost cargo. I'm not entrusting it to anybody. I don't want to entrust anything with anybody, so I'm not gonna... So this is distribution center, roboticist, which I can do on my own. I'm not going to entrust anything to anybody right now. I will deliver these 2 packages and increase my overall standing with
Delivering cargo.
the weather center, which might give me things if I get 5 stars. I haven't gotten 5 stars with anybody yet.
You really are incredible. I don't know how you do it.
Alright, so almost at 3 stars with the weather station. And because this is lost cargo, I'm not going to get as much if it was something that they ordered. So just a small, I've almost got 3 points filled. And when I say 3 points, because if you get just a small smidgen, you'll get the first point of the star, and then the second point of the star will come after the first. The third point is the top point. The 4th point will be the bottom right point, and then if you get all 5 points, you get a full star. So right now I have 2 points filled, and I'm working on my 3rd point of the star. That's how I'm reading that. Oh. I don't remember saying that that's what I wanted to entrust anybody. Yeah, I don't remember doing that. I didn't select any of that. It just decided to do it for me. Alright, fine. Deliver that stuff for me. I appreciate it. I need to figure out how to better do that because I don't remember selecting any of the cargo to entrust. I just... I thought I would have had to have selected to where the boxes are full, but I guess that's not the case.
Well, good luck to you, and take care of yourself. Good work.
Alright.
New order available.
Alright, so you do have an order, so let's definitely pick it up in an episode after I see what they want delivered. Alright, so those are standard orders. I'll definitely do those. I'm getting ready to go to the distribution center and to Mama, so let's go to the distribution center south. Yep, let's take that one. And that one can also go. And neither one of these. Oh, this one could go because Mama's close to there. Alright, that'll do. We'll take those. We'll take those 3. Alright. PCCs. Let's take a couple PCCs so that I can make that. The next episode, I think I'm going to work on making the zipline network. So I got a bunch of chiral crystals on that last trek through the mountains. We're going to carry that on my back. Let's carry this onto the cargo carrier. It looks like you can take it. Oh, wow. Can it take 2? Carry on back. Let's carry that one on my back. Let's carry that one on my back. Let's put that one on the carrier. Man, these carriers can take a ton of stuff. No more cargo can be loaded on the carrier. Excess carrier will be offloaded. Cancel. Carry it by hand. I can't carry it by hand, I don't think. Wow, that's heavy. Wow, this is a ton of stuff. Let's just make another carrier. Alright, let's confirm that, but we'll make another carrier. We'll let that second carrier carry it all. Alright, so that'll be the next episode. I'll take all the stuff that I've left on the ground here. I'm going to make a second carrier, which will make it a heck of a lot easier to carry all this stuff. And I appreciate you guys walking over the mountain with me through the snow. And to Mama's lab we go on the next episode. I appreciate you sticking with me on all these episodes. Please leave your comments or your questions down in the comment section below. If you're enjoying these, I appreciate any feedback. So I'll check you guys on the next episode.